Welcome everyone to the Coaster Spot. This is Alex, and announcement season rolls on, this time from Six Flags New England with Quantum Accelerator. It's been a very long time since the Six Flags park that Bostonians call home has gotten a new original roller coaster, going all the way back to 2015 with Wicked Cyclone. It's been even longer since this park has had a launch coaster, with the Aero Shuttle Loop Black Widow having closed back in 1999. And for all accounts, those launches were pretty much the equivalent of being pushed by your parents on the swing set when you were a kid. In fact, all of New England seriously lacks launch coasters, with the only other one being Phobia at the nearby lake compounds. Quantum Accelerator will be an intimate straddle coaster with a steampunk theme where you will be riding aboard a rocket-powered vehicle. While this is a launch coaster, it will be more of a family-oriented one with only a top speed of 45 miles per hour, which will be achieved with the second launch using drive tires to accelerate you forward. The ride will squeeze into a plot of land that was formerly occupied by Goliath. The layout will consist mostly of turns and twists, but a lot of quick transitions, and the park is claiming 11 points of airtime, which I find a little hard to believe analyzing the POV. However, the first launch will get you started with a ascending helix peeking over airtime S-turn hill, descending into a helix with a few turns and directional changes before heading into the second launch. After the second launch, you'll head into a ground-hugging right-hand turn, sending you upward into a double-up at the highest point of the ride at 59 feet, which will pass over the entire length of the station with a clear span with an impressive arch support structure. This will be definitely the highlight of the ride and one designed to be eye-catching. The ride continues to pass over and under itself a total of 48 times, making it one of the most twisted layouts ever created, while still managing to throw in a bunch of airtime moments, including a couple of off-axis airtime hills. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what a straddle coaster is, it basically has seating that simulates like you are on a snowmobile, jet ski, or a 4x4. In America, most of these straddle coasters feel very much like a family coaster. However, the foreign ones, such as Yukon Quad or Ulivin, are definitely more on the thrilling side. And from the looks of it, this looks way more dynamic and could be one of the highlights at the park. In addition to this completely twisted layout, they are managing to squeeze in a few theming elements that you'll be whizzing by. This definitely is a coaster for a wide crowd with an expected height requirement of 48 inches, and my only concern will be the capacity, as this will only seat 16 riders and only have 2 trains. And with the best case scenario of a dispatch every 60 seconds, that only gives you a theoretical capacity of 960 riders. And with the unique seating of straddle coasters, people are just not used to this seating position, so it's very hard to typically hit those dispatches. Also, the queue will reuse the former Goliath station as a covered area. The color scheme of orange track and brown supports seems to fit the theme, but unfortunately this will be the 4th coaster on the north end that will have some shade of orange for the track, which has to be some kind of record. Not really complaining, it's just kind of odd that they didn't go with something different to set it aside. Overall, I'm very glad to see this park get a new roller coaster. I myself have not been compelled to visit since 2021 and will most likely visit multiple times next year. I believe construction is now underway, and with the former Legacy Cedar Fair executives pulling a lot of the strings, hopefully we'll see a earlier than normal opening date from this coaster. However, it is unlikely since I believe this was probably planned well before the merger began. But it would be fantastic to see this open well before Memorial Day, or at the very least on Memorial Day. Overall, I think this is going to be a great addition for the park. It's something they needed. They do have a bunch of family coasters, but I think this will just really set it apart from the rest of the lineup and have a unique ride, since the 1-2 punch of this park is really good, but then it falls hard after this. So hopefully this will be a winner, more intense than the United Parks straddle coasters. And hopefully I'll see you out there next year. And go check out the other analysis of the 2025 coasters, as next year seems to be shaking up as a really good one, especially with all the newly delayed 2025 coasters joining the lineup. Anyways, I've been Alex. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye.